Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever the world you are. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to another session with Microsoft Learn Zero to Hero Learning Room community. So happy to be here together with Saravanan, and he's going to have the session about empowering Kubernetes and Azure Arc at the edge through AKS Edge Essentials, which sounds really an exciting session to me. And I'm sure that now I see the people are rising in the session on LinkedIn, YouTube, and also on StreamYard because the topic itself is really amazing. So excited to learn more about Saravanan's experience and the knowledge he's going to share together with us, the community, and with you learners all together. So I have several slides just to introduce about Microsoft Learn, the community, our August calendar, which it starts today with Saravanan actually, and we're so happy to have him here as the first speaker of the month. So Microsoft Learn, make it your homepage. We are all together on this learning journey, which eventually affects our career journey. So make it your homepage, stay up to date, join the learning rooms, join the different communities within Microsoft Learn and Microsoft Learn tech communities, and connect with people, make the network, ask your questions, and learn about their experiences, learning from each other. And we would like to have you in the community, not just as a learner, also as a speaker, share your experience with everyone. And this is exactly how we really love to have this culture within the community, just talking and sharing about our experiences and learning more from each other. We just launched episode 1 of Microsoft Backyard. So Microsoft Backyard is a program from Zero to Hero community. It's not focused on technical topics, but to the personal lifestyles of professionals. So we are just talking in 20 to 30 minutes with some personal to professional questions, just sharing their successful journey. So what happened that they are now in this stage? Doesn't matter which stage. So we're just curious to see how they developed themselves as a professional in the last decades and last several years, how they studied, how they arrange their daily tasks. So this is Microsoft Backyard. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. For the first episode, we have an amazing guest as well. And the second episode is already in the backstage, and we are working on it. So as mentioned, it's August. Our first speaker, Saravanan, with today's session. And in the rest, I see amazing speakers. I'm so excited with this month's calendar as well, like the other months. So there are amazing speakers. I really love to pay deeply attention in all of the sessions within the community, and these experiences that speakers, professionals that spend time in different communities, not just this community, it's so much valuable. With that said, my last slide is about code of conduct, to being aware of each other, friendly and patient, and welcoming, respectful, opening to question viewpoints, understanding of differences, and be kind and considerate to others. With that said, also, I'm going to add Saravanan to the stage. Hi, Saravanan. Good
Hi,
evening.
how are
How
you?
are you today?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. Actually, I'm from
Hi.
Indian time zone, so it's a evening here. Yeah, it's been a great Friday evening for all. I hope so. Actually, this discussion will bring some insights about Azure Arc and data essentials and Kubernetes as well. Actually, I hope. So actually, yeah. First of all, thank Microsoft Zero to Zero community for doing their great. Achievements and great things actually in the world of Microsoft Learn. So it's been a great thing for everyone. It's easy for everyone who wants to learn Azure. Actually, if they also going to see their episodes and this webinars and the contents in Microsoft Learn will make them actually really a good professional in Azure as well. So yeah, and I also thank them for giving me this opportunity as well for both Saeed and Namil actually as well.
Of course, anytime. We're so happy, and thanks for joining today. And we were so excited to stay in the session to see and hear about your experience and the knowledge you're going to share. And perfect. So you can also share your screen, and I will be in the backstage. So stage is yours.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Actually, we'll be moving on to the session right away. I'll be sharing my content. Um, yeah. The screen is visible, guys. Yeah. Okay. I
It's
hope it will be
not
visible.
visible yet, Saravanan. We don't see your screen.
Now?
No, no. Okay. I guess now it's working. Perfect.
Okay.
I guess it is stopped now.
Yeah. Oh, just a minute. I'm sharing it again. Is it fine now?
Yes, it's visible now. I can see your
Yeah.
screen.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for spending up for discussion. And then actually, if you see discussion is completely about and how we are actually going to how this Kubernetes and Azure architects or with making we can empower these things actually by means of Azure Data Essentials. Okay, so in this session actually we'll be going to see about how these things are AKS and Azure Arc and Azure Data Essentials are working together to empower the deployment and activities of various in various domains in IoT and everywhere actually. So in this session, we will be being the topics related to AK, what is an AKS, and how actually Azure Block was created, and actually also we are going to see about some things related to the AKS data essentials as well. So as a part of this session, actually with demo part, we are going to see how the AKS is created and is connected to Azure Arc, and it's also by means of this AKS data essentials. So yeah, we will be moving through step by step for the demo after this presentation. And before that, actually, I want to introduce myself. I'm Saravanan, Ganesan, and having around 10.5 years of experience in Azure, and then I have been having around around 8 years of experience in actually in IoT field as well in both Edge and Azure part as well. And I've been visiting awarded as a Microsoft Most Valuable Professional from in the category of Internet of Things and in artificial intelligence as well. Related to my studies, I have been an MTech holder from Discipline India, and then actually if you see I am the only one then Microsoft MVP category of IoT from India as well. So this is about a short description about me, so that we will be moving toward the session, so I can cover a lot of things for you guys. I can chat in my pocket. Okay. Yeah, first of all, actually, we'll be seeing about Azure Kubernetes services. Actually, you guys might know nowadays, actually, a lot of deployments are happening in AKS clusters or Dockers or everywhere. Actually, if you see, now people are actually moving towards Azure Kubernetes services to make the deployment more easier, and it's been managing the detailed containerized applications as well. So, yeah, first of all, actually, I want to introduce this as in take years to the persons who have been new to this. It's nothing but it's kind of a managed Kubernetes service. We can be able to deploy and manage the containerized applications. That applications you guys which are being containerized by using either a Docker, and you guys may be pushing those images to the Azure container registry, and then you guys can be able to pull those applications to your Kubernetes clusters to deploy the pods as well. So why we are the people mostly wants to go for this in AKS means actually it reduces the complexity, and it also have an operation overhead of managing Kubernetes by not putting much of the responsibility to Azure actually. And also if you see the Azure platform also manages the AKS control plane, which is responsible for both the Kubernetes objects and the worker nodes that will be deployed to run your applications actually. So because of these reasons actually, and if you see the people are nowadays widely going to the AKS, and actually, if you see the AKS was becoming a more reliable resource of deployment of edge modules as well in the IoT domains. If you see actually, so if you have a lot of modules deployed in your edge machines, actually, if it once you containerize and deployed into pods, then the sort of things will be managed by the AKS control plane, which is there in Azure actually. So this is a sample. The diagram actually there, if you see, we have a user, and then actually if you see you have a app workload definition, and we have a Kubernetes API endpoint. So once the user deploys this in app workload definitions to the Azure manager control plane, it will be scheduled the Docker the customer VMs actually there we have pushing this images will be going into it, and it will be scheduled across global private tunnel from the Azure manager control plane. So this is a basic diagram actually which describes about how the Azure manager control plane works when we're going for the deployment over in Azure Kubernetes services. And inside each and every customer VMs, we have actually a number of pods which can be containerized using the Dockers. And then actually, if you see by means of this, what will be the advantage means actually each pods will have an individual activities to get carried out, like in the form of microservices based architectures, so that the performance of each and every model which got deployed into these bots will be very faster, and it will be powerful to carry out the operations which they have meant to. So this is about something about actually in Azure Kubernetes services, actually the introduction to Azure Kubernetes services. And next, if you see actually we will be telling about the Azure Arc. Actually nowadays actually you guys have been coming across this that called Azure Arc actually. In this case actually in Azure Arc and in this case in Azure Arc is a bridge that extends an Azure platform to help us to build applications and services with the flexibility to run across data centers at the edge and in multi-cloud environments as well actually. So it will be acts as a bridge that usually actually it extends an Azure platform to build your applications, and it also used the flexibility to run the data centers across and at the edge and in multiple nodes. So we can make it will be leveraging the usage of Azure platform to run their Kubernetes pods into their in many type of environments like in AWS, GCP also actually if it and also it can be able to leverage data centers from other multi-cloud environments as well, and from a niche point of view as well actually. And if you see there we can run the Azure Arc means actually it can be run on any new and existing hardware virtualization Kubernetes platform, and also it is capable of running into IoT devices and integrated systems as well actually. And also if you see actually it has a power to harness and get data insights from the cloud to the edge actually. So harnessing the data insights from the cloud to the edge means actually it's a two-way communication. If we're having every time actually we have actually need to send the data from edge to cloud, but actually if you see here actually the things are different, that we need to send the data from edge to cloud actually. So that's about so in this case only, if you see we have actually the lot of things actually here data to Azure Arc. So and also it will be easy for you guys to develop the cloud native apps and operate them from anywhere if you use in Azure Arc. So this will be the architecture actually, how the Azure Arc actually managing the things actually in the space of Azure and the multi-cloud environments as well actually. If you see in this architecture, in this architecture actually you can be able to see there are we have some unified operations and management, and then actually if you see we have the Azure resources here actually in another thing, and we also have the NORC enabled infrastructure services and NORC enabled service resources related to app services and the machine learning services and data services as well. So once these things are once these things are done actually, if you see actually we have norm related layer will be here actually, which can be used to deploy our things to the Azure Arc, and from the Azure Arc actually it will be moved to Azure Stack, HCI, VMware, AWS, and Google platforms actually. And from here actually it will be moved to Azure Arc enables services deployment point, and also if you see it will be like Azure Arc enable infrastructure onboarding as well actually. So and then actually if you see in case of deployment actually, if you develop a cloud native apps actually, if you see we can be able to build and modernize your cloud native apps on any Kubernetes, and it can be also capable of integrating itself Azure monitoring, security, and compliance into your DevOps toolkit as well. By doing this, actually, it will be reducing your errors and accelerating innovation with GitOps, and actually, and also have a policy-driven deployment and configuration across the environments. And also, if you see, it will be helpful for us to optimize the cost with an Azure library. There will be benefit to run Azure Kubernetes services on Windows, and then Azure Stack, it's at no additional cost for Windows Server Software Assurance or any PSP related subscription customers actually. So related to this harnessing the data from the cloud to the edge actually, it will reduce the why people mostly use these things in IoT based backgrounds means actually it will improve the operational efficiency to consistent data and AI tools, services, and automations, and also it helps us to get started at things in minutes with one-click deployment of the management machine learning add-on and train models on many Kubernetes clusters with the Azure nation learning and everything. And also if it will reduce the management overhead and disk exposure to integrate security and governance and the governance tools for data. Okay, and related to the security point of view, actually, if you see, so it has a delegates access and manage security policies for resources using the role-based and access Norbert will be used, and it can also manage using an Azure Lighthouse as well, actually. So this is about the some informations about the Azure Arc actually, and this is a respect to the architecture diagram where the Azure Arc, how the deployments of how the deployments via Azure Arc will be carried out to other environments, and how the data has been crossed from Azure Arc to other environments as well. So yeah, next we will be going to the Azure Arc Edge Essentials actually. Okay, so if you see actually the if you stay actually, if you see that the how this Azure Arc AKS Data Essentials make it easier to actually get started with these container applications, and it also used to bring the cloud native best practices to your lineage applications, and also actually this JKS and data essentials can bring the AKS data essentials also includes a Microsoft supported Kubernetes platform that includes a lightweight Kubernetes distribution with a small footprint and simple installation experience, which is making it easy for to deploy the Kubernetes on the PC or with any light edge hardware actually. Okay, and also if you see this Azure Kubernetes Data Essentials is on-premises Kubernetes implementation of Azure Kubernetes service that automates running containerized applications at the scale as well. So in this features actually we have some key features of using the AKS Data Essentials actually. None among them is the simplified Kubernetes services actually. So if you see actually in this case, the edge machine, each machine in a in the case each then essential clusters can have only one then Linux or Windows VM. Actually, in this part, actually you need to see that in your edge essentials simplified Kubernetes experiment, you can have either a Linux VM or it can be the Windows VM. Um, while in Kubernetes, actually, it's an open source orchestra for automating the container management at scale. AKS essentially simplifies us on-premises to the Kubernetes deployment by making it easy to install, configure clusters, and manage applications deploying across all clusters using the cloud-based management plane. Actually, if you see this diagram, actually, this is what I have been in explaining there regarding the simplified Kubernetes experience. Actually, where we have a Azure Arc control plane to manage your the cluster in Azure, and also we have a standard kubectl to manage the clusters in PowerShells as well, and we have a lot of edge computing devices there, which will be running on Windows 11 or Linux based on operating systems, and also each DM, which edge machines will be powered with PowerShell agents and kubernetes to enable provisioning and control of VMs and infra. So and if you see, there will be a key difference between AKS on HCI and AKS on Windows. Actually, if you see on AKS on Windows, minimal compute and memory requirements when compared to the AKS HCI, and also we have a best security practices like since Microsoft maintained Linux and Windows nodes have the virtual image DM images which are mirrored to Microsoft policies and things, so that we have some best security practices we have been followed here. And also if you see we have a simplified installation experience with PowerShell commandless and agents to enable provisioning and control of VMs and the infrastructure as well. So if you see actually here in this space, actually we can tell that why we want to use the AKS in the essentials here actually. Okay, in this AKS the essentials, actually we have a feature called interoperable with a native Windows application actually. Okay, so if in this case, actually if you see the Windows, we have a rich app platform user experience, and it will robust security and covers much of the infrastructure for industrial solutions which we have today, from HMIs, robots, PLCs, medical devices, etc. And that's it. Actually, if you see, many of the cloud native workloads are built on Linux, and we have faced a lot of challenging of having to introduce Linux systems to taking advantage of this cloud native solutions. But here, actually, in this case, actually, we can, if you see, actually, so with the AKS essentials, actually, we can experience your Windows and the Linux based deployment zones and actually worlds actually. So we can use our Windows applications and use existing hardware. In addition, you can also run the cloud native Linux workloads on Windows without a need to have new skills or new control plane to manage your Linux devices. So if you see that, actually this enables you to use a broad set of AI capabilities to innovate quickly and drive your edge innovation forward at the least disruption. And also, if you see here, actually in addition to AKS Edge Essential offers interoperability between native Windows application and containerized Linux workloads as well actually. So if you see here, actually, if you have both the Edge Essentials, actually, if you have it, we can able to utilize both the Windows platform as well and the Linux platform as well, and the deployments which are made inside of both DMs can be made to can be utilized together in the form of the interoperability actually. Okay, so this is about that's why actually we are going to use this AKS Edge Essentials actually. So in this part. So did this actually my PPT is getting over actually, and I have been knowing to the demo part actually. For the demo part actually, you guys should have a then valid Azure subscription. I will just go to the portal. And actually, if you see, actually, we are going to. I will explain actually what type of demo you guys are going to see. Actually, in this type of demo, actually, you guys are going to set up a machine environment. How you guys wanted to be there. How the data essentials will be. Installed inside your Windows VM, and these are the steps we have for that actually, and actually followed by the steps actually which are related to how to do the we can have the AKS configuration base and can be used to deploy a new application into it. So yeah, actually first of and then actually I'm moving on to my Azure portal. Actually, this is my Azure portal, and I will be creating a new resource group. I will be putting a Azure Edge uh, AKS EERG. Okay, and then I'm creating the resource group. It can be a small case, and inside the East US 2, I will be creating this resource group. So we can have all over. I don't have a East US 2, it seems actually, so I will be going with East US itself. We can have all the resources inside the East US itself actually. Once it is created, actually, we need to create a VM actually, Windows VM actually, with as I mentioned here, actually, we need to create a Windows VM with OS version 222H2 OS build, which should be above which should be above 19045 actually. Catch version. Okay, so I'm creating a VM, and in VM actually, if you see, it should be at least having a four CPUs with the 14 nodes, and then actually, if you see, I should have a minimum the space as well, which are required to run this pods actually. So if you see here, actually, I'm creating a VM. So I'm creating the VM for AKS Edge, AKS EEVM, and then actually, if you see, I'm not giving any infrastructure redundancy required since we are going to use it for our demo purposes only. And then actually, if you see, these are in images we have here actually, and I am going to use Windows 11 Pro version 22H2 664 Gen 2. And then actually, if you see, I need to check the size of my VMs actually, whichever I have here. So I'm going with the 4 nodes and 32 GB RAM with 16 data disk, and actually it just have a support of this thing. It will take some time to fill up the things actually. So, and also giving my username AKS EEVM and my passwords as well. Okay, so once I run it, actually, it will create your virtual machine in your resource group, and followed by actually will be quickly will be creating they will be making this revision ready to adopt to the creation of how to deploy the single deployment we can do using our then Azure Edge Essentials actually. Take some time since the deployment will be in progress. Once the deployment is done, actually, we'll go out with some the steps which I mentioned below to make this mission ready for a single deployment using Azure Edge Essentials actually. So it's getting created actually. So once it's actually complete the deployment completely, we'll log into our system and we'll check the some steps actually which we need to do it for this installation of this AKS data essentials into your virtual machine. So here actually you guys need to know one thing that actually that using this AKS data essentials actually you guys can do anything with your IoT related projects, and then actually it will be really easy to manage the things and we can get the things up down and down in a very better way actually. So try to leverage this in AKS in your IoT base and get projects actually which have been running, and you can see the difference actually how the things are going out there actually. Is deployment still in progress? Yeah, let's see. Okay, now the deployment is completed actually. So now I'm connecting to my VM actually to install the necessary. This agent is not ready. One minute. Mm, just you can see actually. Select. Okay, in VM is ready now actually. So we will be checking out for the PowerShell actually once a VM logged in to install the necessary take it actually here actually in this case actually you guys can use both it's the image as well. You can install about K8s and K3s, but we are actually going to install it. We can going to do the things using the K3s alone today actually. Okay, so in that case actually if you see you can if you once you install this MSI into this thing actually you need to follow some steps to make our system ready for in the case dates actually to connect to the Azure Arc. Okay, so now actually what I will do, I will actually open up my notepad and I will just copy paste actually the place that I need to download my image actually. So I'll be mentioning it here. So once my image actually that AKS HK3 as image got downloaded actually, I'm going to install it actually into our system, and we might have a restart as well once it is done. So yeah, now it is done. Open, and I'm installing the same here. So one, if I click it and I install it, actually, it will installing my AKS K3s clusters here actually. And so you need to know at which place actually you guys are actually keeping this files actually, because we need at last actually this will be helpful for us to deploy the things into your in the from that particular location actually. If you see here, I am going to install this. Yeah, Windows Node components are fine. Uh, C only. I am going to install it in C. Okay, next, and I'm installing it. Now, meanwhile, actually, what I will do, actually, I will open the PowerShell with my administrative access, actually. So in that case, actually, at the time, and I'm opening it as a top with PowerShell. DII. V space. Once you have been installed this one, you can able to see we have a new folder name called AKS. So kindly move here actually. But here actually, I not started this. Okay, I have been actually started this as an administrator only. You need to be an administrator of a Windows PowerShell to execute the commands which needs to be installed, which will be installing the major essentials into your in this virtual machine actually. Okay, so I'm moving to this AKS Edge folder, and then actually I will be executing the steps which I have actually, commands which I have here actually. Okay, so if you see here, so I need to check for the version which I have been downloaded from here actually. So if I go here, actually I can get the version of the file actually which I have been downloaded, or else I can take it from your here itself actually. I just give rename K3AX and this thing. We need to make a note of it here actually. Okay. So once I run it, just copy pasting this command, replace this excess actually. So with this value. Okay. So in this case, actually, if you see, why we are giving this means actually it will be helpful for you to understand the exact directive that we have been installing this AKS K3 cluster actually. So if you see here, I'm just running it. You can access the package. Okay, we have some issues here. So I hope so we should not get this one. Okay, so in this case actually, if you see K3S we have given, and then I hyphen the 1.28 the three numbers we have actually, and then it is followed by 7.3. So in this space actually, you need to go to the website where I downloaded this one. Let's see how it comes. Or else actually we can go here and check what are the distributions we have in AKSH. Okay, so here actually it has to work. This is a distribution we have. 31.7.639.0.MSI. Okay, so in this case, actually, it will be running. And this is the folder directory we have actually. Uh, mm, mm, okay, then actually we'll do one thing here actually that we can see which place we have installed this, and we can able to do it, or else actually we can download the different AKS package here actually. Okay, so sometimes actually it will be a problem that we don't actually download it, and we can't be able to do the things. So here actually, if you see 1.2.8.3, we have. Um, let's try this. No. Mm, so this is a package we have been installed here actually. So in this case, actually, you just wait. Okay, we'll see actually by rebooting the system actually, so it will be helpful in that way that whether we can able to get this image out there actually. So I'm just restarting my virtual VM, so it will actually restart in some time, and we'll see actually by executing the things actually there. Okay. Till it's getting restarted. Okay. Now my system has been restarted, and I am connecting to my VM. So I'm just selecting it and downloading the RDP file. So once we download it, actually, okay, we already downloaded the things actually, and then if you have actually, if you want a Windows tile actually in that place actually, the actually there actually you can, if you also use the Windows Node feature as well, and also if you see here, we need to done this command to know actually whether my AKS actually engage has been downloaded or not, or along with this K3s actually. So once my system is connected, actually VM is connected, I'm moving to my PowerShell. as an administrator, and then I'm moving to the my AKSH. And then AKSH folder. Okay. Now I will actually try to execute this one, this entire command. See, actually, we have been completed installing AKS Engage nodes and AKS things, and also it describes a lot of Dune versions we have here actually in this thing actually. So this is how actually you guys need to install and make your system ready actually to actually to actually know actually what kind of to know actually whichever the distribution 3s and 8s which have been installed. Actually here you can be able to check once it's got installed in the case inside that a case in you can see a lot of versions, what are the versions we have. Then it also installs the necessary packages as well. So once it is done, actually you guys can give a command called install AKSH host features. So actually, this command will display actually by picking all the. Sorry, there is a spelling mistake. All the features are installed correctly or not. Actually, as like we used to do it in our gauge list actually. So these options actually will be enabling the required to install in required features which are required for our in the case H deployment actually. Once this is completely done actually, okay, so you guys can also it will be restarting our session, and actually it will be make useful. So once this setup was completed by if you have the guys completed this setup, actually you can make sure that your edge essential place is ready to deploy your first application actually. Okay, and then if you see here, you just check actually whether the system got restarted or not. Okay, it got restarted, I guess. So I just try to connect it. Yeah. So once my system got restarted here, and actually I need to again go inside and check actually whether all the checkpoints are actually clear there. So I can do just navigate to the AKSH folder. And I need to give a command like install AKSH host features. So it will check actually what are the kind of features are already installed or not. Actually, it will check actually, and it will if it, any features are getting it's not there means actually this will be installing the features actually. So here actually we don't have a natural feature, but this is not a problem for us. But apart from that, actually we have a all the necessary things which have been installed for this case image essentials as well, so that it will return a value called true actually. So once this is done, I am going to another PowerPoint, CSR PowerShell with the same none as an administrator option. Okay, and then actually now we will see how to deploy your single node application here actually. So we have now set up like AKS part. And now actually you guys also going to see you need to check the single mission parameter configuration parameter here actually. So I'll be giving this option here, and then not here actually, sorry. Giving it. So my edge configuration JSON got created here actually. Okay, so how the JSON will look like means actually here we have a this is a JSON format which will be created once I give that command. So that in this actually you need to it will contain all the features related to what kind of Azure Arc the cluster we have, what kind of network we have, which virtual users, and what is the machine actually we have been using it here. All types of information will be created actually here. So if you want to see this information means I can go here. Okay, so it's a file actually. So we need to go here and we need to check it out. See the AKS it's config as well here actually. I just open it notepad, and if you see here actually it contains all the details related to our network, and then actually the user and what kind of nodes we have been using, what kind of virtual machine we have been using. Everything will be here actually. Okay, so this is how we need to create a config file actually, and then actually you guys actually need to see if you see here actually in this part in this configuration, this deployment type is important. Which kind of deployment you guys are going to use? Actually, it's a single mission cluster or a dual any type of multi-mission cluster you are going to use. That you need to mention here. And also, actually, it's we need to state in network plugin. Actually, it should be if you are using a K3S, actually this value should be actually Flannel. But if you're using K8S, actually we need to change it to Calico actually. Okay, and then actually if you see here actually we can also set our deployment nodes thing like Linux node actually how much we also we already mentioned the CP counters 4 and 4096, and we also give actually that data size actually we have how much these are default values we have actually. Okay, and now we are going to create a single machine cluster here actually with this following configurations which are mentioned in this folder in this file actually. Okay, so if you see here using this JSON file we are creating a single machine cluster. So okay, we need to give a virtualization. So I will be enabling the virtualization in actually in this VM. If you see here, So once we enable the nested visualization in this VM, actually, we can be able to see the things actually which we have actually here, which are paid nodes. Actually, once that step is done, actually, we can validate our cluster using this things like kubectl get nodes -0 wide and kubectl get pods -a -0 wide actually. So this is how actually we are going to set up make use of your DM which you can be ready for Azure Edge Essentials by installing the K3s or K8 clusters. And also, this is how actually we are creating our using this commands actually PowerShell commands. We'll be creating our we'll be creating our the what is it actually PowerShell commands will be creating the configuration for this single deployment. And at last, actually, we need to by mentioning all the values which are there in the configuration.json, a single mission cluster will be created, and that also you can validate using this the kubectl commands, which is mentioned here in this step 3 actually. So that's how actually we need to install the Edge Essentials, and we need to perform some simple deployments. We can make use of this in our Edge level as well actually. So that's it about the session. Okay, so based on this actually we can also connect this Edge Essentials to our Azure org as well. So I'll be explaining this thing actually in any one of the session and in upcoming days as well actually. So that's it from my side. If you guys have any doubts or any queries actually related to this topic and related to this steps which have been explained here, please let me know actually. Okay. Hello. Hamid, you are there? Hamid?
Yes, perfect. Yes, I was here. I was just trying to enable my camera. Thanks much for the session. We really enjoyed it. It was great. We have a question in the chat that asks, can you share the link, please? I'm not sure which link they're asking for.
Actually, I guess actually they might be asking for the K3s image which I have been I have been installed. I guess I will be putting it in our the chat box as well. The same link actually. So this is the link which have been used to download the K3s cluster into our Windows machines.
This is from our private chat. I will put it in the public chat if it's also okay with you. So I will put that everyone can use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I just posted it here. Perfect. If there is no any other question, yes, we are on time, and it was really an amazing session. I really enjoyed it. We had a consistent amount of audience also watching the session, so that was perfect. Thanks much for time, Saravanan, and looking forward to have you with another session in the future if you're interested. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, Namit, actually, if you have time, yeah, can we discuss something in the backstage?
Of course. I will stay in the backstage after we go to offline from streaming.
Sure, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your time on this Saturday evening. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.